Howdy, I'm Elmo Lee. Welcome back to my channel. Right now, I am at KLIA1. My wife and I are waiting for a flight to South Korea. As a matter of fact, this is a company trip. I just tagged along. Of course, she has to pay for my fare. We couldn't have asked for a worse start to this vacation. You know why? Because we are flying with Mackerel Air. Because about 2 months ago, I booked flight to them to China. The flight would be late for 2 days. That's why I have to cancel it. They had no intentions to reimburse me, but after a lot of complaints, they actually decided to give me a refund. For your information, our flight to South Korea today has been delayed from yesterday. This is how consistent they are with delays. This is Batek Air for you.
Since our flight was 9:45 p.m., we needed to grab dinner before boarding, even though our tour package had in-flight meals included. We usually have a simple McDonald's meal, but there was a large crowd today. Instead, we opted for kitchen by open house out of convenience. We thought all nasi lemak served in Malaysia are reliable. Unfortunately, this is the odd one. I did say that the Aero train in KLIA should be up and running by 2025. Sorry, it's still not working. Since this is going to be a documentation of our 6-day trip, I will try to make this video as short as I can. However, I still need to split it into 2 episodes. Basically, our tour consisted of 16 passengers. Once again, I get to meet my wife's colleagues and friends. For your information, 15 years ago, together with my wife and daughter, we came to South Korea on a tour package organized by Air Asia. I must say it was cheap, good and nice. However, this time around, our tour package was anything but cheap. Basically, it was almost twice the price of the regular tour package found in KL. Perhaps our tour agency has to tailor-make the itinerary to cater for us. For one, our meals were specifically adjusted to suit the Muslim staff.
We just arrived at Incheon. The time now is 5:45. The flight took 6 hours.
We reached Incheon Airport on time. Getting through the immigration was a breeze. Despite what I said about the airline, by contrast, we started the vacation on a right note.
This is Grace. She is our tour guide. She speaks perfect English.
This was because we had a very warm and articulate local tour guide. She answered all my historical questions spontaneously, like how the whole of Korea was once a Japanese colony in the 20s and how Korea was divided into North and South after World War II. Even though the city of Seoul dated back 2,000 years, however, most of it was destroyed in the Korean War. Basically, what we see of Seoul today was mostly rebuilt in the 70s. Also, Grace declared with certainty that the Japanese indeed stole cherry blossom from them. On average, it takes about 90 minutes to get from Incheon Airport to Seoul. But today, it is Sunday and early in the morning. Our bus ride only took 45 minutes. The first meal we're having in Korea is ginseng chicken soup. I don't know the name of this restaurant because the signboard is written in Korean. However, I can tell you it is a Michelin Guide restaurant because that's written in English. What's more, it is halal certified too. For your information, 15 years ago, we were also served with the same dish too. Although I must say, this dish is very domestic, like what my mom used to serve me when I was a kid.
First meal in Korea is ginseng chicken soup.
Our first tourist spot to visit is Yongbukung Palace. However, each of us had to go to a shop and choose a traditional costume to put on so that we don't have to pay for the palace admission fee. Renting of the costumes were included in our package. Apparently, there are 5 traditional palaces in Seoul. Yongbukung Palace, being the largest and most beautiful, was built in 1395. It was the first royal palace of the Joseon dynasty. This is currently one of the most significant tourist attractions of Korea. One can tell that the architecture is very Chinese. That's because the Koreans were strongly influenced by China back then. That goes for their literature too. Up until 1443, the 4th Emperor King Sejong invented their own calligraphy called Hangul. Personally, I wish they have kept the kanji like the Japanese did. At least I can still read. Perhaps you're wondering why the title of this video is called Train to Busan. Not to ride on the success of the popular Korean movie with the same name, coincidentally, we are catching a train to Busan. From there, we will move upwards and explore a few towns before ending up in Seoul, whereby we fly home from Incheon Airport.
We are at the railway station now. We're gonna take a train to Busan.
This is a very modern station made to look like a mall where there's ample shopping and dining. All the meals on our tour were provided, except for this one. We randomly chose this Korean restaurant and ordered food to fill our stomachs, cause the train ride can take up to 3 hours. Eating out in Seoul is not cheap at all. A simple meal for one person can easily cost up to $10 US.
We just arrived at Busan. The journey took about 3 hours, not the fastest of the trains.
The moment we reached Busan, we immediately went for sightseeing before checking into the hotel.
Right now, we're at Gamchong Village.
Basically, Gamchong Village was built in the 20s and 30s when the authorities decided to relocate the working class population into an area secluded from the port, yet close enough to provide labor. Today, this place has turned into a major tourist destination, attracting 3 million visitors annually. Gamchong Culture Village is known for its layered streets, twisted labyrinth-like alleys, and brightly painted houses. Our first dinner in Busan is puffer fish, definitely not catered for the weak of heart. But since this is a Michelin restaurant, we have confidence in them. I assume you know that pufferfish is a delicacy. However, this dish can be extremely dangerous if it's not prepared by a trained or licensed chef.
This is puffer fish. When we were in Japan, we didn't have the guts to actually try it. Right now, we take our chance.
Next day, after having breakfast in the hotel, we headed to Yongcha Temple. It is one of the most impressive temples in South Korea since it's nested along the scenic coastline. After walking 108 steps down the hill, visitors are greeted by its inspiring architecture, crashing waves, and serene sea breeze.
This is the Yongbukung Temple. It's originally built in the 14th century.
This temple has remained a cherished symbol of the Korean Buddhist heritage. Next, we are checking out Hyundai Beach Train. It is the scenic train line of Busan that travels along the coastline from Mipo to Songyong. Basically, this line is only 4.8 km with 6 stops. Standing room is expected since there's limited seats.
It used to be a commuter train, but right now it's too slow for them, so it's turned into a tourist train.
The train ride is included in our package. Our tour guide insisted that we feel the sand of this famous Hyundai beach and watch the rolling wave from the Pacific Ocean. Next, we headed to a coastal village located at the sloping cliff of Yongdo called Hunyo Culture Village. It was originally a small fishing village, thanks to many local artists who took effort to remodel this place. Now, it has become a tourist attraction.
Okay.
We are having mackerel for lunch today. I don't know what mackerel is called in Korean, but in Bahasa it is called ikan kembung. Definitely not as glamorous as pufferfish. Perhaps a little sambal belacan could help.
This is the mackerel lunch, whereby we're eating it with porridge.
Yes.
The beer is probably the nicest thing in this lunch.
Thankfully, the dessert is going to save the day for me. This red bean bingsu must be something else, since our tour guide insisted it's going to be the highlight of our tour. But personally, I love any dessert made with red bean. And besides, you can't go wrong with bingsu, can you?
This is the Korean version of the Malaysian ice kacang. This is their red bean kueh.
Our next destination is Busan's biggest fish market.
We are now at a fish market called Changaji.
The seafood here must be fresh, because this market is by the sea. I must say, the seafood variety found here is so extensive. A lot of species we have not seen before. Just down the road is Busan International Film Festival. This is the location where the annual film festival is held. Obviously, you get to see plaques with imprints of celebrities' palm. Chang Yimou is one of them. This place is a major tourist attraction known for street food and shopping opportunities, similar to Myeongdong district of Seoul.
This is a Korean cake that the tour guide introduced us.
Strawberry.
Wow, bloody sour.
Up next, we had the most lavish dinner in Korea, Red King Crab. We must have gotten to the right place since celebrities come here. This dinner not only gives you unlimited supply of crabs, they also serve clams and scallops.
That's for the fried rice. Yes. Okay. Yes. Later. This is red crab. Yeah, red.
The last time I had snow crab in Osaka, it costed me an arm and a leg. Thankfully, this meal is included in our package. We headed to the largest city in North Gyeongsang province.
We have gotten to Bhan, and Bhan is a 2-hour bus ride from Busan.
Every tour group that comes to Bhan stop by at Spacewalk. This roller coaster shaped installation is located at Hunyo Park. This towering steel staircase has attracted 3 million visitors since it was built 3.5 years ago.
We got to Bhan Spacewalk, but I'm a bit of acrophobia. I don't think I want to go up there.
Admission is free. However, only 150 people is allowed to go up at one time. Next, we headed to the coast to explore Bhan Marine Skywalk. Unlike the Spacewalk, this is not high. the Skywalk offers visitors with an unobstructed view of the ocean and rugged shoreline. Today, we were lucky to witness some female divers collecting sea urchins. Our next meal on the itinerary is bibimbap. Basically, for this dish, we get various types of meat, veggie, and egg to simmer in boiling sauce. You choose your own sauce, preferably with added chili paste. The thicker the sauce, the better tasting it gets.
This is Korean hot pot.
Personally, I prefer clear soup. Unfortunately, this is a Korean dish.
This beef is not part of the package. We have to pay for it ourselves.
What we're gonna do next is going to give KFC a run for their money.
We are now at Tang land, whereby we're gonna make our own fried chicken.
But seriously, part of the tour's itinerary included a lesson on how to make fried chicken. Guess it's okay since Korea is known for their fried chicken. For starters, we have to put on the right gears and just follow instructions.
Yes. Okay. And then 2 hands.
In the end, we had to eat our creations. Can't be all that bad, ain't it?
This is the chicken I made myself. I think it's better than KFC.
We are headed to the largest traditional street market in Daegu.
We are at Somoon Market.
Somoon Market in Daegu.
It contains more than 4,000 shops. Even though you see a lot of food vendors here, however, Somoon Market is particularly known as a source for the textile and sewing services, a key ingredient for the Korean fashion industry.
코팅 아니에요. 코팅이에요. 근데 괜찮아.
This was our third day in South Korea, and it was also the last meal for this video. Basically, we were expecting a vegetarian meal, since the itinerary stated it's a complete mushroom meal. However, there was a little bonus, cause beef was served in this dish. Thanks to Madam Wong for paying all the liquor served in this entire trip. We'll see you in the next Korean episode.